Welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Today on Days of Our Lives, Chad shows Jack footage of the mystery woman, Bonnie receives a double wedding wish, Leo meets a groupie, and Justin confides in Xander. In the square, Leo writes a lady whistleblower post about Gabby exposing EJ. A shirtless Xander jogs over, asking for Leo's glass of water. Leo watches, intrigued, as Xander consumes it. Xander asks him to the pub for a pint, but Leo, to his surprise, declines. Leaning over Leo's Horton Square table, a shirtless Xander taps a water glass. Leo looks up from his laptop, gaping. Bonnie expresses surprise that Theresa has agreed to sign the prenuptial agreement as she eats with Justin in the pub. She cautions a suspicious Justin that even if Theresa signs, she may still marry Alex for money. However, as they both understand, it is possible that she is doing it for the correct reasons. She leaves to meet Sarah to discuss wedding plans. After flirting with Alex at the estate, Theresa discusses the prenup. He calls it the ideal approach to silence her critics, but she finds it offensive. He inquires if she is having second thoughts about signing. Maggie enters with the newly delivered prenup. Theresa half-heartedly assures Alex that she is all right with it. Text reads, "Subscribe to Soap's Days of Our Lives newsletter. Get breaking news alerts, daily recaps, exclusive interviews, and spoilers delivered directly to your inbox." Chad informs Kayla on the phone at the Horton house that Paulina is expediting his request to exhume Abby's body. But there must be an issue because he has not heard anything. A furious Jack storms in. Chad tells Kayla he found the problem and hangs up. A friend in the city informed Jack about the desire to exhume his daughter's body. He demands answers from Chad, who admits that Abigail could still be alive. Jack refuses to believe it. Chad shows him Clyde's footage of the hidden blonde woman. Bonnie visits Sarah's flat with bridal magazines. As they look through them for dress possibilities, Bonnie mentions her double wedding idea. Sarah reminds Bonnie about the animosity between Xander, Theresa, and Alex. Bonnie sees it as all the more reason to have it. Bring the family together. When Theresa reads the prenup in the Kyriakis' home, she discovers that if she commits fraud or adultery, she will receive nothing. Hedging, she inquires if Alex is concerned about this. He assures her that it is all boilerplate. Calling out patriarchy, she worries what will happen if he cheats. He promises she will never have to worry about it. He expects not to have to worry either. They joke about it being their vows. After a passionate kiss, she signs. Alex observes Theresa as she carefully analyzes documents. Alone at the pub, Justin remembers holding Alex as a newborn. Xander enters, pulling on a t-shirt. He sits with his cousin, who is startled that Xander rejected Victor's money. Xander understands Victor did not want him to have it in the first place. But, as much as he was upset by Victor's will, he knows who was most hurt, Justin. After recalling the blood tests Victor had to take to establish he was Alex's father, Justin can't believe Victor kept it secret for so long. Xander wonders if he believes Alex is his son. After Leo finishes his column, a fit, fully clothed man approaches his table. Leo refuses to let him sip his water, but the 30-something only wants to know whether he is Lady Whistleblower. "I'm a huge fan," he admits seductively. He introduces himself as Carrie, his bearded face framed by wavy brown hair. He lavishes compliments on Leo's writing and requests his secrets. Carrie asks if they can go somewhere more private because Leo refuses to share them in public. Leo and Carrie shake hands in the square. As Alex and Theresa eat Maggie's lemon bars in the mansion, the trio talks about wedding dates. Theresa mentions that Bonnie recommended a double wedding for Sarah and Xander. Maggie reminisces about her and Nikki's double wedding to Melissa and Pete. Alex explains that she and her daughter got along, while he and Xander are barely civil. Maggie offers it as a means to keep the family together. Theresa wants to be married as soon as possible. If that means hitching a ride to Sarah and Xander's wedding, it might not be such a horrible idea. At the pub, Justin tells Xander that Victor would not give half his wealth to Alex unless he was certain he was his son. It's really terrible that Victor lied to him all these years. But why would he want to claim Alex as his in the past if he intended to keep it hidden? He has a lot of questions, but he won't get any answers because Victor and Angelica are no longer alive. Sarah agrees that reconnecting Xander with his family would be beneficial. She cannot make any promises, but she will ask him. Sarah appreciates Bonnie's prompt RSVP. Bonnie recalls mailing Xander's mother's invitation after discovering it in the garbage. Before she can tell Sarah that she mailed it, Xander returns home. Sarah informs Xander of the double wedding idea after Bonnie has left. Those two wankers? Why the hell would we do that? Sarah believes Bonnie made some valid concerns, but she completely understands if he doesn't want to do it. Xander mentions that he's had a double wedding before, which ended in disaster. However, it was devastating since he was marrying the wrong person, which is rarely the case these days. He was fine with Alex on one side and Sarah on the other. Leo grabs Carrie's shoulders and admires his toned bare chest. Carrie pulls on Leo's shirt. In Leo's Salem room, he and Carrie flirt using 90,210 references. Carrie rips off his shirt, revealing a toned body. Leo questions whether he truly enjoys his column. Carrie claims he never misses it. Leo considers him his first groupie. They kissed strongly. Justin gets home to discover Theresa has signed the prenuptial agreement. Theresa intends to live the rest of her life as Mrs. Alexander Kyriakis. I bet, Justin says wryly. When Bonnie arrives, Alex and Theresa agree on a double wedding. Sarah calls Bonnie and agrees to it as well. Justin clutches paperwork while he and Maggie eagerly witness Alex and Theresa. Jack holds back tears as he studies the video footage at Horton House. Paulina sends Chad a message indicating that the crew is ready to travel. It is too late for Jack to request an injunction, but Chad will not do it unless he is on board. It's a lot to ask, but I have to do it. Please. Jack describes their actions in the graveyard with Chad as horrible. A crew member informs them that the casket is ready to be opened. Later, Chad approached Paulina, who had left a message for E.J. Chad stunned Paulina by his suggestion. He asked Paulina to help him exhume his wife's body. Meanwhile, Stephanie arrived to Marlena's house. She wanted to apologize to Marlena for how she had behaved with Bobby. Stephanie believed that Jada was the only one who could reach Bobby. Marlena claimed she'd called Jada, but Stephanie replied that she'd already sent Jada to meet Bobby. Bobby paced around his hospital room, mocking the nurses who had asked him to take his medication. He removed the end board off his bed and stuffed his tablets into the empty gap. Bobby was happy to get Everett out of the way for good. Jada arrived while Bobby was reading a book. He was overjoyed to see her and complimented the novel he was reading, which Jada had previously recommended to him. Bobby suspected Marlena or Everett's neurotic girlfriend had sent Jada, but Jada insisted on seeing Bobby. She still cared about Bobby, even though she understood his past actions was beyond his control. Bobby regarded Jada's remarks as a sign and hoped she would forgive him and allow them to go forward together. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.